Look, if you are watching this, you probably fall into one of the two categories. Either you have been thinking about starting a side business for months, maybe even years, but you keep telling yourself you will do it when you have more time, or you already started. You bought a course, maybe two, you follow all the right people in your industry, you consume content every single day, but you are still at 0 rupees, still stuck at your 9 to 5, still overwhelmed, still confused about what to actually do. And here is the harsh truth nobody wants to tell you. It's not because you don't have enough time, it's not because you picked the wrong skill in your industry, and it is definitely not because you need to learn more about more skills. Basically, the real problem, you don't have a system. And in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly what that system looks like. So let's get into it. So first, let's talk about the real reason most working professionals never actually build a successful side business. And it's not what you think. See, everyone blames their job. I don't have time, I'm too tired after work, my boss is demanding. But here is what is actually happening. You tell yourself you are waiting for the right time. When things slow down at work, when you finish this project, when you save little more time, but that perfect moment, it never comes. And let's be honest. And while you are waiting, you are consuming content instead of executing. You watch YouTube videos, you read Instagram captions, you save posts, a lot of actually. You tell yourself you are learning, but learning without doing is just an entertainment. So let me be clear about something. If you have been planning to start for more than probably 3 months, you are not planning, you are actually procrastinating. And the longer you wait, the harder it gets to start, because now you have built up these massive expectations in your head about what it needs to look like. And that expectations is killing your ability to just start. Now here is where most people get it wrong. They think their 9 to 5 is the enemy, that if they just had more hours in the day, everything would work. But I have seen people with 12 hours of free time achieve nothing, and I have seen people working 60 hours week build profitable side businesses. So what is the difference? Three things basically. First, they have zero clarity. They don't know what needs to focus on. They don't even know which skill is actually monetizable. They are trying to figure it out like while doing their job, or probably while doing it, which means they are doing random stuff hoping something sticks. That's not a strategy, that's a chaos. Second, they confuse activity with progress. They post content, they engage on social media, probably they redesign their logo for the third time. But none of that makes money. Revenue comes from one thing: solving a specific problem for a specific person and charging them for it. Everything else is just noise. And third, they have no weekly execution framework, because they wake up Monday with good intentions. By Wednesday, they are tired. By Friday, they have convinced themselves they'll start fresh next week. And the cycle repeats. You can't build a business on motivation. And this is a harsh reality. You need a system that works even when you don't feel like it. Okay, so let's destroy this excuse right now. I don't have enough time. Let me show you something. You work 9 hours, sleep 7 hours. That's total 16 hours. You have 8 hours left in your day. Now, I'm not saying use all your 8 hours. That's insane and you will burn out. But even if you use just 1 to 2 hours strategically, that's 10 to 14 hours per week. That is more than enough to build a side business. Here is what most people don't realize: the high value tasks that actually grow businesses. They take less than an hour. Writing one piece of content, like 30 minutes. Reaching out to one potential client, it takes only 15 minutes. Creating one simple offer, irresistible offer I would say, which takes 45 minutes. You are not building a SaaS product, you are not launching a startup, you are actually monetizing a skill that you already have. That doesn't require 8-hour deep work sessions. Most people try to do everything at once and they end up doing nothing well. So if you are starting from zero, there are only 3 things you need to focus on initially. Just 3. Number 1, identify your monetizable skill that you already have. Not the skill you think is cool, not the skill everyone is talking about, the skill that people will actually pay you for. And here is how you know if a skill is actually monetizable. Ask yourself simply, Does this solve a painful problem for someone with money? If yes, it's monetizable. If not, it's hobby only. Number two, build your personal brand foundation. And I don't mean some fancy websites with animations and perfect graphics. I mean this: a clear Instagram bio that says who you help and how you do, or what you do. One lead magnet or free resource that demonstrates your expertise. Content that speaks directly to your target audience's pain points. That's it. That's your foundation. And number three, create one simple offer and one lead flow. See, one offer means you are solving one specific problem for one specific person, not five services, not a complicated program, one clear transformation. And one lead flow means you have one predictable way people find you and reach out. Here is what I see people do wrong: they create three different offers for three different peoples or the audiences and wonder why nobody is buying. Or they are posting on Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube and TikTok all at once and they are exhausted. Stop. One skill, one problem, one platform, master that, then expand. Complexity kills momentum, simplicity creates results. Now let's talk about what actually makes a side business grow while you are actually working full time. Yes, that's true. And it's not what most gurus tell you, like it's not some secret funnel as well. It's not a viral post, it's not luck, it's consistency over intensity. Here is what I mean. Most people go hard for 2 weeks. They post every day, they are fired up, they are motivated. Then life happens. Work gets busy, they miss a day, then 2 days, then a week. And suddenly it's been like a month and they haven't done anything. That's intensity. And intensity doesn't build businesses, consistency does. This is true. Posting 3 times a week for 6 months beats posting twice a day for 2 weeks. Reaching out to probably 5 potential clients every week beats reaching out to 50 people once and then stopping. It's actually boring. It's not good, but it works. And here is the other thing. You need to create and post content even when you don't feel ready. Even like when you think it's not good enough. Even when you have 0 followers. Because here is the harsh truth. Nobody cares about your content as much as you think they do. You are worried it's not perfect. Meanwhile, people are just scrolling. The ones who need your help will stop. The ones who don't will keep scrolling. Either way, you win because you are visible. And once you start getting the attention, you need a simple messaging system to convert that attention into clients. I'm not talking about complicated sales funnels or something like that. I'm actually talking about someone DMs you, you have a conversation, you understand their problem, you pitch your offer and they say yes or no. That's it. Your first client doesn't come from a perfect funnel or a website. It comes from a real conversation that you will have with that guy or girl. Okay, so here is exactly what you should do if you are starting today. This is a realistic 90-day path for working professional. Days 1 to 30. Niche clarity, personal brand and offer creation. Figure out who you are helping, what problem you are solving, and at the end package it into one clear offer. Set your Instagram, start posting, create one free resource. Day 31 to 60. Content, funnel and lead flow. Post consistently. Drive people to your DMs or probably email list. Have conversations. You are not trying to go viral, you are actually trying to attract the right people. And then days 61 to 90, sales and getting your first 1 to 3 clients, hyping I would say. Reach out, pitch your offer, close deals even if it is just one client. That's proof. That's momentum. That's it. That's the system. It's not complicated, but it requires execution at the end. And look, I know this sounds simple, maybe too simple, but simple is what works when you have limited time. Complexity is what keeps you stuck. And if this video helped you, just hit the subscribe button and I'll see you in the next video. And by the way, yes, don't forget to like this video because it will actually motivate me to create more number of videos. So don't forget to hit that like button.